Hey everybody, and welcome to Spriken Studios. I'm your host, Mr.Spriken. Yeah! What do I have for you today? I have a very different episode. And that is an episode where I create a diorama. Yes. I've been thinking about dioramas a lot lately, and getting a lot of supplies and such, and even starting to build my own custom diorama. I'll show you. Come on, let's see. Ooh, this thing. Yeah. I'm gonna be working on this in a future video and show you, exactly what I'm doing, but I'm still waiting for a bunch of the supplies and things that I need. So that's not what it's gonna be in this video. What's gonna be in this video is this. Garage Life 112 scale kit. Yes, I got this kit a while back. And it's looks kind of complicated, but I'm going to give it a go to build, because at least everything is in this box to make it. I just got to paint it. Ooh. So we have, all the instructions in Japanese, and all the parts that come in it. It looks a little complicated, and the parts are all wood, so it is going to take a fair bit of painting, but luckily I have an airbrush and that will make it nice, I think. So I'm going to unpackage all of this and get it sorted, and then decide. I think I'm going to want to paint all the pieces before I assemble them, and then do any weathering after it's assembled. This is what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? Seem like a good plan? Okay, let's dive in and see how long this takes. Hopefully it won't take me weeks, because I want to get it done in a couple of days. Okay, so there's these thingies. I may have bitten off more than I could chew here. It looks like a lot of parts, a lot of wooden parts. A lot of things to paint and assemble. And what are these? I do not know. So I think I'm gonna have to check out what kind of glue I have. I think I have wood glue in particular. Gorilla wood glue. Yes. Indoor outdoor use. Type 2 water resistant. Yeah, maybe this could be good. If not, I'm assuming some tacky glue or potentially Elmer's, I don't know. Or whatever this is. Clear, transparent E6000. Sounds neat. Mod Podge. I'm assuming one of these glues will do the trick. I don't really want to use hot glue gun. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so here's a more accurate view of the parts. Completely laid out on the ground, and wow. Let's see what our first steps are. Yeah, all we have to do is make A into this. Then we got a this. This smells delicious. Like burnt wood, kind of. And kind of popcorny. Let's build the basic box. Seen here. To see how it's gonna look in terms of the size. Get a feel for it. So there we can see it is a perfect size for our Megami Device. Yes, Sue is here to help me demonstrate the scale. And now I think it wants me to put on some, what are these thingies called? Not shingles, panels. Yeah. So we got all these panely thingies, and we put them, sorry, Sorry about that. And we kind of put them like so. So I neglected to mention that I'm going to be painting it up exactly like the box art. Yeah, I think it's a really nice look. That white and blue looks quite smart. Very cozy and inviting. I find white is always nice. White or blue for a home is a very good look. So we need white, some kind of light blue, a red, and I guess like a black shingle thingy. Oh, I wasn't even thinking. We need to do some pavement, some kind of wood porch thingy maybe. More pavement and wood on the inside. Okay, a lot to think about. But first, let's try and find our whites and blues. Immediately I was thinking this pale blue by AK could be a good way to go. All the other blues I have are very blue, you know, like pure blue, cobalt blue. Yeah, they're all like super blues. The Fang, if we're going the Citadel paint road, but that's still not really what I'm looking for. We have like sky blue, but that looks maybe too baby blue. Yeah, and too bright. What's this? Light blue. It's pretty, but again, it looks like it might be too, I don't know, too saturated? Is that the right word? Like, I want something more on the grayish side, light grayish side. So I think this pale blue is what we're going to do. And that rhymes. And you know it rhymes. So I've identified the parts that we're going to do blue. This pale blue by AK. That looks like it's going to be perfect. And it's just going to be the framing around our doors and windows. And then these garage door things here. So we got these, and then we got the framing of everything. Oh, that reminds me, I have to find these frames. So we're going to, yeah, we're going to do those. We're going to find all those blue things and paint them up. And then we're going to take a look at the siding that's going to be white, which is all this, which is actually already white. So what we might do is take a corner bit of this that is just, you know, extra throwaway stuff, and I'm going to try some washes or weathering on it to see how it takes, to see if we can get away without painting this white, because that would be quite nice. So we'll see about that. Now remember, folks, whenever you're going to paint something new that you haven't painted before, like for me it's this wood, this delicious smelling wood, always find a place to test it first. So here I have this, all this empty space. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to airbrush there and make sure that nothing weird happens, no weirdness, repelling paint or whatever. And that reminds me, maybe I'm going to give these a quick wipe to make sure they're clean before I even do that test. Then if the test looks good, I'm going to go ahead and spray it all. Okay, here's what I've been getting up to since I finished painting our blue parts. As we know, these are white, and I want them to be white. But I don't want them to be this... well, I guess you can't really see. There kind of is a hint of this tan burny mark around this. This is some kind of super thin, I don't know, not wood, maybe? But yeah, I want to paint this, but I want a weathered look on here without just like having a stain or something. So we're trying out some acrylic brown paints, and on this side I have covered it all with Elmer's glue, and this side some crackle medium by AK. So yeah, we got our Elmer's glue. And our crackle medium for acrylic paint. And these are going to be to give us some interesting cracks in the paneling, the wood paneling, I'm deciding, I guess this is, which I'm going to paint over white, but I have to wait for these things to kind of dry and see how that looks. Over here I did some swatches because I realized that before we start putting this together and building it, we got to paint the garage floor, like the base of things. So I had some grays here. I think I'm going to use the medium gray and pewter kind of in tandem for the outside kind of pavement or road or whatever it's going to be. For inside the garage, slate looks quite nice. So I think I'm going to use slate, and then I'm going to, you know, splash it with some of this dove gray and also black dots and such. You know, when you have a garage and you want to put down like a protective coat the base of it, you know, with stuff, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, and you can add like sparkles and things. I don't have any sparkles, but I have these colors. So we're going to go with slate, and then this in black. And over here I'm testing out some Mod Podge. Why Mod Podge? Because I want some kind of texture in the garage floor, on the garage floor I should say, that looks like someone like did it themselves, you know? So I think it's dry enough. I can put the color over it, because over here you can see when you paint it, the wood look clearly comes through. I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look like it's pavement that's been rolled over with some kind of sealing. Not like ceiling as in roof, but sealing as in seal. You seal something. Yes. Okay, so I have my brown color for the original wood paneling selected, and that is the burnt umber, and that is going to be used. Let's see if you guys can see here. So in between each panel, it's kind of more weathered and you know, grimy in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some brown paint on each of the paneling, like at the top of each panel. At the top of each panel I'm going to do some brown, and then I'm going to use some crackle medium and chipping fluid. Let's see if I can show you here. Yes, we have some heavy chipping and some crackle medium, and what I'm going to use with that, or I mean what am I going to use these for, is so that I can get an effect where the white paint is going to be coming off in those areas, and others showing you this brown original wood color underneath. So we got a bit done. We have this, which you cannot see at all because it's just illuminated by the outside light. So it looks like it's all just one solid white blob. But let's see if we can move in and give you a little bit of a closer look somehow. No? Yeah, no? I don't think so. The chipping fluid combined with the crackle medium is going to make this kind of give it some texture and crackliness on that. And then I'm going to chip away with some toothpicks or other brush thingies to lift up some of the white. And I'm also going to touch it up with a different white over top. You'll see, it'll look nice. But for now we're going to, while that's waiting to dry, we're going to do our base, which is nice and dry from the Mod Podge. It's now kind of shiny, see? That is the power of the Mod Podge. And we needed that so that I can have a little bit more of a realistic garage floor look. So to paint our garage floor, we have slate gray. This will be our base color. And then we're going to do some interesting things with it to give it some variety. We're going to splatter it with some of this dove gray and a little bit of the licorice black. And I found something exciting hanging around. We have some mini embellishments, according to Diorama Crafts. And these are just shiny things, sparkles. And I don't know how well you can see, but they are quite small. So I'm going to use these silvery ones and these clear ones to kind of blend in with the paint to give it that sparkly-ish finish. Let's see how that works. So we have our slate colored garage floor here. But it's pretty boring just as is, as this gray. So what we want to do, like I was saying, I have these cool, which you obviously won't be able to see with this camera. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix this, not with the gray paint, obviously that would have been silly because then the gray would have covered it. We're going to mix this with Mod Podge, yes, and then go over our gray. And then when it dries, we'll be able to see all these little bits. And that'll be good, because then that'll work nicely when we hit the gray slate floor with some of the black and this lighter dove gray. Okay, hold on to your butts. Everything will be okay, little baby. Maybe. Hey, where's my Mod Podge brush? Oh no. Okay, now we gotta move this all about before it dries. Well, I guess it's not gonna dry that instant. Everything will be okay. Wink. We need to put this over here for a second. And get rid of this super glue paper. I don't want glue getting in these little cutouts for where things are supposed to fit together. Of course, the AC comes on. Always. No! Never fails to get in my way. Now let's see if I can show you what I'm doing here with the slate gray. Along the bottom of the garage, it's like concrete, right? So I've painted it the slate gray. What I'm doing is I'm taking the paint that's almost dry, it's like tacky, and I'm going to start dabbing it on here. Very rough, trying to get bunches of paint and bubbles whenever I can, just in like a stippling motion so I can get some texture going to kind of make that concrete look more real and have some life to it. Now here's what I was talking about. See how the paint is all tacky and raised? Yeah, that's going to help us with our concrete look on the bottom of these. And of course we'll put a wash over it so it's not so bright. But how's our garage floor looking? Ah, see, look at those sparklies. So nice. Mod Podge still needs to dry, but we're getting there. And those random sparkles looks great. And once we get some splatters on there of some other grays and blacks, it's going to look even more like a legit garage floor. Tis the season to be jolly.
Excuse me. Exactly how long have I been asleep?
Oh, Fraser, when will you ever learn?
You're up. Now we've got this picture taken. What picture?
The picture for the Christmas card. We told you about it last week, remember?
Back to work. Here's our shiny, sparkly floor. Well, we need to put a little bit more variety in the finish. So I got my Dove Gray, and I'm going to empty out a smidge. And we're going to get a little bit messy here. Got a toothbrush, brand new, firm. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this motion to flick paint on it. So here we are, our garage floor. See, aside from all of the sparkly bits we have in there, we have the black, and there's also some gray splatter. So it really kind of gives us a nice kind of finished do-it-yourself project, finished concrete look. I feel like I've gotten so much done, but I have so much yet to do. Ah! We have our box here. All sides are done in terms of the wood panel siding stuff and the frames for the doors and windows. But yeah, we have a whole page of instructions yet to do, and that's a lot more complicated stuff. Shouldn't be too bad, but just a lot of work. Man, this sure took a lot of time. Been working non-stop. So it needs a roof. I'm not going to be able to do the roof. I will try doing doors, I guess. We have to do this, for sure. So this is going to be the porchy thing. And then, yeah, then this roady part. Methinks this could be a good time to say, of course the AC's gonna come on now. Ah! Okay, forget it. I'm still gonna do it anyways. Hey, do you make dioramas as well? Do you build kits? Do you customize kits? Do you do any of the things? If you do, how about sending me some pictures? That's kind of a weird request. Let me get to what I'm thinking here. And that is, do you want to see your kits or dioramas or things that you work on with me on your own, but cool things? Do you want to see them on YouTube? Do you want to see them on my channel? Featured? Because I would like to show the world all the cool things that you people do out there. Yes. So, if you would like, you can submit your photos of things to our Facebook group, Mecha Modeler Girls. Wait, Mecha Girl. Oh God, it's been so long since I've said it. Barack is gonna kill me. Okay, Mecha Girl Modelers HQ. Yes, our Facebook group. Go join there if you haven't already, and you can share your pictures and just say, you can tag it with Spriken Life, and then I will feature your works in a little segment on upcoming videos. Yes, so you can submit them there, or you can just in the comments say that you would like to, and then yeah, I'll get in touch with you and tell you where to send them. Something like that, but it'll be fun and cool. So we have some wood floor, outdoor wood porch. I guess it's kind of a porch. Whatever this is, we have this to do. And I've been trying out different kind of brown stain on the back to see what would look good. So I think I have a little bit of an idea. We also have this road. Why? I cannot think of any words today for things. Maybe I'm dying. Yeah. Whatever is paved things. Yeah. University, here I come. But true Spriken fact, I am returning to university in September. Yes. 3 more years to finish my degree. I'm a late bloomer. But let that be a lesson, kids out there. 38, soon to be... Am I 38? 37? 37, soon to be 38. You can go to school and finish at any time. Super Spriken crouch mode activate yet again. So I have painted up the brown wooden porch thingy. Not the best light for this or angle, but yeah, essentially I just did 3 kind of different browns, and then I did a Mr. Weathering stain brown, So I just put the stain over it, and now I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna let it dry, and then we're gonna see if I can make any other adjustments to make it look more lifelike. Ah! I'm getting all full of the stain. Yay! I almost did it. Yeah, I figured I would have the whole exterior finished. Like, as you can see here, we have doors and windows and this overhang thingy with railing. But that's, man, this has been taking me a long time, like 10-hour days, painting and assembling this thing. And so far I think I've been doing a pretty good job getting it to look like the box. Yeah. This wood turned out pretty decent and interesting. I tried to make it like a kind of like a patchwork. Somebody who just like collected all kinds of scraps and put it together themselves. And here's our asphalt road-ish something or other. And these are all separate pieces. So I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I'm gonna glue them to make one giant piece. It might be easier to transport and move around if I just keep it in sections. We will see. But I got the entire exterior done in regards to the walls. We have some, yeah, like I was saying, all this nice white weathered wood paneling siding things. There was a flaw in this kit, like a defect, which, you know, might say, well, maybe it's not a defect, maybe you just did something wrong. You would most likely be right in normal circumstances, but I triple checked and it's a defect in this kit. So this side here for these panels is supposed to be a little bit smaller than these ones here in between the door frame and the window. Yeah, so this is supposed to be a little bit longer than this. And so over here, when it was telling you to use the 28 pieces here and the 25 pieces here, over here 25 and 28, two different pieces, yeah, these were supposed to be longer. And I measured them and on the sprue thing, and they were the exact same size. So in the middle here, they ended up being short. So what I did was I just cut excess from the sprue and filled it in myself. And I kind of, it kind of works, because it kind of just looks like this could have been, you know, just some kind of damage done by something, maybe shifting of the frame or something. Yeah, so that worked out. And as we know, we have our wonderful shiny garage floor in here, which I really, really love. Thanks to my wonderful fiance Stacy for her actual real garage that she did, and she added sparkles and kind of gave me the inspiration for this. So it looks awesome. So I'm happy with the progress overall, and I'm really excited to get this thing finished next week. So next week I'm gonna have this fully completed inside out. And it's going to be really cool and exciting. Why? Because I have a motorcycle coming to put in it. Yes, as I may have mentioned, I have a motorcycle. Okay, so I think it's a kit, so I think it may have to be built. So this diorama will be completed, but everything that goes inside, maybe not. Maybe a bike will have to be another video and then the bike goes in. I don't know. Everything takes so much time. But it's fun. It's super fun. Look at this. Longest video clip ever. Okay, look at this. These things go inside this thing where you can hang your tools and such. Isn't that cute? Yeah, okay. This is Mr.Spriken, yeah! Saying, keep healthy, stay healthy and keep being creative and cozy and that stuff, yes. Okay, bye-bye.